Guys, I'll keep it really quick. I'm very proud of you, Cleveland Browns. I'm just really ecstatic that you guys won a big game at home with Dorian Thomas Robinson, DTR, rookie quarterback, UCLA, all that stuff, fifth rounder. I think it's really a lot of weight off our shoulders because there's been a lot of quarterback controversies. And, I'm not saying DTR played great, but he played good enough. And he had one turnover, it was a deflection in the air. It happens. Pittsburgh is really a great team. We all know they are. They do not have a losing season in literally over 20 years. I just think overall it's just a really big win. I think that at home you have to win those games. Now we're 7-3. I would say playoffs are really only a choke away. The only way you don't get is that you choke. You don't choke, you should at least get a wild card spot, top 7 seed. I think the biggest thing that I'm looking at right now is the division. Um, we're a half game out, but Baltimore lost Mark Andrews. I know we have no Nick Chubb, but them losing Mark Andrews does hurt their offense. But I'm looking at the big picture as well. And if you look at the Browns schedule right now, right? The Browns schedule is actually easier from here. I'm not saying these are easy games, but they're easier. The Broncos, the Rams, Jaguars are tough, but you're at home. Texans are tough. I'll admit that one. That one's tough. But like the Bears and Jets, I know Fields is back. They almost beat the Lions. But these games, Bengals have no Joe Burrow. These games, you can't say any of these are not winnable. I could even say the Browns might win most of these games. And I think at the end of the day, what it comes down to is you got to look at the playoff standings now, okay? The Browns now have the 5 seed. I'll be honest with you, if we win division, if the Eagles beat the Chiefs, go for the first seed. Just keep winning. At the end of the day, you can't get too ahead of yourself, but the Bengals have no Joe Burrow. The Steelers still have, safeties, injuries, whatever. Pittsburgh will probably still get a top 7 seed. But at the end of the day, Pittsburgh's division hopes now are a little bit worse after that game. And I just feel like the Browns Ravens, it comes down to really, let's see the Ravens remaining schedule here. If I look at the Ravens remaining schedule here, what is their schedule remaining here? So they're going to have the Rams. See, they have San Fran. So they have at San Fran, at Jacksonville, not easy. Miami, they're home, but still Miami. Pittsburgh, they're going to fight for a 7 seed there, probably, or 6 seed, Pittsburgh. So they have a lot more tough games than the Browns do. And that's why I said, I know it looks suspect now. Like, what are you talking about, Matt? You have to think about the Browns. They beat the Niners. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Pittsburgh. We won some of these really tough games. We did the dirty work. And at the end of the day, that's what tough football is. I'm not saying we're going to go all the way, but it could be an exciting finish in the regular season. And obviously, you go for that first seed or even just a top end seed. Those home field playoff games really start to add up to really help your team, win these big games. And honestly, I was finished off for again a quick video. I'm just really proud of the Browns. Stefanski. How about the kicker we got? Dustin Hopkins for clutching up for us versus the Niners, versus the Colts, versus a lot of games, right? I just think overall, just the Browns, really, this city deserves this. We have not really had a lot to really play for. I really don't know if I can pull up this one thing let me see if I can pull it up really quick. It should be in my Google Drive here. Hold on, guys. So, where is it? Recent. There it is. So I took a screenshot of this and there was a date. I don't know if there was a date. I think I took this literally on Labor Day. So Labor Day, the NFL season was just starting. It was week 1, whatever. There were over 30 votes, specifically 34 votes in the division. And not one person picked the Browns. And that was with a healthy Nick Chubb, and a healthy Deshaun Watson. Now, they didn't know about the Browns' good defense with Jim Schwartz, but you're telling me out of 34 people, in the best. Now, this was NFL.com predictions, right? You're telling me 34 analysis in the NFL professionals, and not one of them picked the Browns to win the division. Not one. I think that's a little bullshit. I took a screenshot of it, and that way, if the Browns do win the division, I would say, based on this evidence right here, it has to be one of the, I mean, one of the biggest upsets of all time? I mean, the one thing I'll say is I'm not super shocked. Am I happy? Yes. Am I going to over celebrate? No. But am I really that shocked? No. The Browns have a really good team on paper. Now, we have no Deshaun Watson. We have no Nick Chubb. We have both tackles out, Jedrick Wills and Jack Conklin. But at the end of the day, people just have doubted the Browns for a long time. Like, we've always been just doubted. And I know it's Joe Shiesty, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson's always good, Odell Beckham, they got Odell Beckham, but, and Pittsburgh's always Pittsburgh, right? But there's no way not one person picked the Browns. One person, that's bullshit. And I think it's time to start having some respect for the Browns. Maybe it won't go all the way, but I just feel like this team we face adversity, and I think we deserve this. And I honestly feel like I just hope the best for the Browns the rest of the way. I mean, next week we have I want to say it was the Broncos. So we'll see what happens, guys. I'm going to get going and finish these 4 o'clock games. But, like I said, man, just a huge win for the Browns. I'm very proud of you guys. I just really cannot say enough of you guys. I honestly feel like going forward, maybe we do get Joe Flacco. Maybe we do get Ryan Tannehill or Brissett or Garoppolo from the Raiders. Like, DTR, I think, is not that bad. He does have to develop. I don't think he's going to win you playoff games. He got the job done today, though. But again, it's a division rival. It's a battle of the trenches. And, that's really what football's about, and the Browns pulled it off. I also think some big things in the NFL today. How about the Chargers losing at the Green Bay Packers? They're now 4-6. Buffalo, they're a loss away from being 5-6. They could be, on the glimmer of playoff elimination. Like not elimination, but like less and less hopes. That's why I said Pittsburgh can still get in at a 6-7 seed, because at the end of the day, like, for some reason, the Bengals and Bills, I mean, they're just not doing much this year. And the Jets, with the Aaron Rodgers injury, the Jets are probably not going to do much either with that loss versus the Raiders and the Chargers. But anyway, that's going to do it, guys. Hope you guys take care. I'll see you guys in more Madden streams. But honestly, I'm just so proud of the Browns. And really, next is time for the Buckeyes beat Michigan. All right? Bye, guys. Take care. Peace.